Does anyone join us? I don't think anymore. Hello. Hello. And welcome to new thing on the channel. Well, not this channel. I'm going to continue these sort of videos on this channel. So if you'd like to hear previews about or reviews of matches, hear breaking news about football and stuff, of matches, hear breaking news about football and stuff, then go subscribe to that channel. First we're going to be on this channel, of course, just to show it off to you guys. So let's get through obviously the weekend, show you, talk about some key talking points, matches on the weekend. We'll go in depth about matches I watched more so. So the first match obviously of the weekend, if we find it, you gained yourself from playing Minecraft. First match day of match day 35. Watford Newcastle. Didn't watch it. Yeah, I do. Didn't watch it. I didn't really expect Watford to win, but Watford have been in high form recently. So you can leave your opinion on different matches in the comment section. I'll read them. Well, in the live stream, I'll read them and respond to them. And then the next game also was West Ham Norwich. Now, Norwich, we knew was going to go down, but West Ham still have a chance of going down. They were more desperate, need the points. We'll get onto that one in a sec. And good to what is it? Antonio, he got his first hat trick. Done really well. Then the next match was Liverpool-Burnley. Arguably a match that no one thought Burnley could do well in, but recently Liverpool have put down the gas. They haven't been as good as what they were in the lead up to winning the title. They kinda dropped down in form. Meanwhile, Burnley, I have to say, what? Meanwhile, Burnley, well, I don't even know what you mean. Meanwhile, Burnley have had Pope, who has been in amazing form, doing absolutely amazing, and don't know what he's been eating, because arguably, he's going to be one of the contenders for England's spot if he continues this up. I still think Dean Henderson will be number one, but Pickford and him would be fighting for the backup role. Moving on. No, but they need to win for records. If we want to really go down as good champions, you still try to win games for the record books. Moving on now to Sheffield Chelsea. I was going to watch this match, however I was out, so I didn't get to watch the match. And it ended 3-0. I think, personally, for that match, Chelsea was sloppy. Not to put Sheffield down or not down, but some of the goals that Chelsea conceded, arguably, they shouldn't have been. But good to Sheffield for their players being in the right spot at the right time to score it. And I'm not going to complain. Sheffield winning helps United. They didn't, unfortunately, pounce on the mistake, as we all know. We'll have a look in a sec. Then we'll move on. Brighton, Man City. Man City with 5-0. No surprise there. Always expect Man City to win the game. And just basically done what Man United done, smacked them, put the game over and done with. Moving on. Hey, so you open the screenshot. I'll open the screenshot. Even though, as I said before, I think that's German. So you might want to Google Translate that because I'm busy. Hi, Yuri. As I said before, if you want to watch more of these kind of previews, go subscribe to this channel, as it's going to be on this channel from now on. Or at least breaking news about things that on transfers, games. I'll do reviews of games I watched, mostly Man United, because I obviously watched all the Man United games, but any other games I watched that and any other games I watch, I will review over there. And then we'll do a weekly preview of the matches coming up in the week. Obviously, as I said, the first episode is on this channel, but from now on, they'll continue on the second channel, which is link is in the description. So go and check it out. Moving on to the next match, Wolves-Everton. Wolves-Everton, they're both two very defensive teams. So you wouldn't have really expect goals, but Wolves came out, played, outclassed an Everton. Obviously, Wolves are still in a fight for Champions League or Europa League. They have an outside chance for Champions League, but realistically, they go for the Europa League. So that would help them with that. Aston Villa beating Crystal Palace 2-0. Aston Villa obviously needing the wins in the relegation battle. They're still not safe. They still have some hard matches to come, so they needed the points. Meanwhile, Crystal Palace, they're basically in the middle of no man's land. Their momentum and form, they've been nowhere recently. They had a good game against Chelsea where they lost 3-2 unluckily. But other than that, we'll talk about Leeds and that in the Prem maybe later on in the show, or we'll talk about it next season on that channel. Next up, Tottenham Arsenal. Arsenal, if I'm being honest, probably deserved the point or the win in that game. Arsenal played really, really well, whereas Tottenham had one, two chances. BTEX, no, we're not BTEX Airports. We're doing better, and then match reactions. Go on that channel I watch. So basically, on that channel tomorrow, there'll be match reaction to the Chelsea-Norwich game, probably, because I'll probably watch it. We'll have match reaction to the United versus Crystal Palace game on that channel. I don't know if the match reactions will be live ones, as in once the match is finished, or if they'll be just videos. Please talk in English. That's the rules. The stream must speak English. Like we said before, Tottenham, Arsenal. I said it should have been a draw or an Arsenal win, but fair play to Tottenham. Took their chances when they had it. Didn't do much that game, but they got it. And now, the biggest upset of the weekend. Bournemouth. That's not English, that's German. Oh, accidentally got rid of it. Now I need to go back on here. That's like German. That's not English. Go ahead and use it. And now we go on to the last two games of the weekend. That's much one of the first matches we'll preview. And going into And the biggest upset of the weekend, Bournemouth 4, Leicester 1. Now, Leicester City, strong start to the game, dominating the game. However, there was one key turning point in that match that ruined them. The penalty. That's when it all went downhill. They conceded a penalty. Bournemouth scored it. Momentum went to Bournemouth. What really should have happened is Leicester should have picked their gas up, went on to kick on. No, they didn't. They then went the next minute later in the game, which would have been about the 66th. They went 2-0 down. 66th, 67th. They went 2-1 down, and then got a red card. Which I'll be honest with you. I know why it was given as a red card, but the Bournemouth player has literally pushed him into the net, and the Bournemouth player got away with it. No yellow card to the Bournemouth player, no red card to the Bournemouth player. Meanwhile, Souček barely even swings out, barely ever done anything, got red carded. No. That's not this stream. And this is why I do this. I'm going to continue this kind of videos and content on the second channel, which you should go and check out, which is in the description. And from then, they kicked on. Bournemouth kicked on. They went 3-1 and then 4-1. Could have even been 5-1. They had a chance, which they missed. But this week was full of weirdness and unexpected moments. Now, moving on to the match that I did watch. United 2, Southampton 2. The game that I can go into the most depth about. Now, Southampton, they came out the block strong. They capitalised on the Paul Pogba mistake, went 1-0 up. Fair play. We went 1-0 up. United arguably should have went 1-0 up before that, though. Martial was one-on-one with the keeper. You expect him to score those kinds of chances, but didn't. Well, as soon as they went 1-0 down, as soon as Man United went 1-0 down, they came out the block strong as they usually do. Done basically what they've done against Bournemouth, go 1-0 down, then come back even harder. Within the next 10 minutes, we were 2-1 up. We had Martial assist a goal to Rashford, so Rashford finally gets a goal in outside the play. Meanwhile, then we had a Martial bullet of a strike and the assist from Bruno. Now, for the rest of the first half, there was chances for both teams, nothing too major. And then they got into the break 2-1. Don't start shit in the chat, which is going to be a chilled stream where you can add your opinions. As I said, if you want to hear more about these things, go and check out my second channel. Link is in the description. Want to check out more football reviews for matches over the weekend? Want to hear live breaking news and stuff like that? Subscribe to this channel, because that's where we'll put it from now on. What's this? Oh. We'll get on to that part in the second bubble. They said... Oh. We'll just stay quiet. Is it still loading? Can you still see me? Hello? Yep. Unfortunately, he got injured. And then we had to bring on Williams. Williams done a good job. Oh, that's your fault, guys. Refresh, mate. Refresh. See, look. Refresh. So this content will continue on this channel from now on. The second channel will have football content on it. Like football reviews and stuff. and you lot should check out. As I said, and then we come about to the 87th minute, Southampton putting on pressure, and then a big moment happens. The big collision between Brandon Williams. I said I'll get onto those right in a second. The big collision between Brandon Williams and the Southampton attacker. Brandon Williams had to go off the pitch. Meanwhile, the Southampton player was able to continue because Brandon Williams had his whole head cut open, everything, which meant the team was down to... I don't play Champions at all on FIFA because I don't play online FIFA. And then it meant he had to go off, and then United had to continue on with 10 men, which when you're down to 10 men and one of those players that you're lost is a defender, you're always going to struggle. And unfortunately, Southampton got the goal from a corner. Had we had the extra man, would the goal from the corner happen? Who knows? I'm not going to go and say yes or no to that because the defending from the corner was atrocious. Nevertheless, but that one man can make a difference. But arguably, United should have took their chances. I'm not going to be fussed about that because at the end of the day, the only match that actually matters will be the last game of the season anyway. Between United and Leicester anyway, so this match don't really... I'm not talking about FIFA, I'm talking about football in this stream, guys. So we'll go on to the table now and we'll discuss this and now later matches to come. Yes, as I said, I'm not going to deny the fact the defending was terrible, but as I said before, if you have that extra player, it does make a difference. So now if you look at the table, Chelsea stay in third on 60 points. Yeah, we talked about the Spurs-Arsenal game earlier in the stream, as I said. If you want to hear more stuff, go subscribe to the second channel. Link is in the description. I'll do more of these on that channel from now on. We got the Leicester game. And it's Man United draw, not Man U draw, by the way. Leicester 59, Man United 59, Wolves 55. See, if you look at the top, at least Chelsea's in third. Chelsea's in third because United had to play with 10 men for the rest of the game. As I said before, I'm not going to say, oh, it would have made... Well, it does make a difference, really. It does really make a difference. As I said before, yeah, the defender from the corner was terrible, but if you can consider it, that extra man would make a difference. Look at the top, Liverpool there. If you look at the form table, Liverpool have done nothing. Couldn't beat Burnley. Smashed past City. Struggled for half the game, for most of the game against Brighton. There's nine points now available. Chelsea have to play Norwich, which is an easy win, hopefully, for them. So that would put Chelsea on 63 points. With matches against Liverpool, because Chelsea still have to play Liverpool yet, and Wolves. Leicester will not be in the top 4. Leicester will bottle it. Reason being, Leicester have to play Sheffield, who are on high form after the match that just went on, and they will want to go and try to push for the Europa League. And then Leicester also have to play Tottenham, who also will want to push on for the Europa League. So Leicester have games against Tottenham and Chelsea. Tottenham and Sheffield to go before they play us. Meanwhile, we have to play Crystal Palace, which I've not done much in on form, not done anything. And West Ham. Well, we're not getting fifth though. If you look at the games, Leicester have the hardest running, so Leicester are probably going to drop. Especially they haven't been good since the restart. Chelsea are going to be third or fourth, depending on how they do in the match against Liverpool. I'm just saying it before the last match day because depending on what Chelsea do again in the match against Liverpool, will decide if they're going into the last match day third or fourth. Now Liverpool, they have beat Liverpool this year. Granted, they beat in a weakened Liverpool team, not a strong Liverpool team. So it all depends on what Liverpool team gets put out there, but for legitimate sake, they should put out a strong team. You put out a weak team, you're kind of ruining the table. Now we'll go down to the relegation battle. So Norwich are already relegated, so they're out of the equation. Now you got hello Pacey Callan. Now you got matches between Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Watford, West Ham, and technically Brighton can still get relegated. But I don't see Brighton getting relegated. I think they're going to be fine. They're going to be safe. So really, the relegation battle is between these four teams. Norwich have played terrible. Yes, they have. Hence why they got relegated. So if we're looking at it, the running, West Ham have a match against United, so that's not going to help their point tally. Bournemouth have a match against Man City. So if I'm looking at this thing, I think Watford and West Ham arguably should be fine, but with the way Bournemouth and Aston Villa get those lucky results, I didn't write anything off. Now, let's go into the preview for these coming up matches. West Ham are kind of bad. Well, they're bad, but not the best. We're not bad, but not good. They got the result against Chelsea, but Chelsea is not good. They lost to Burnley, couldn't take their chances. They lost to Tottenham. One of the goals was controversial that they lost to Tottenham with, by the rules of the game. So they're up and down. It depends on what team shows up on the night. West Ham have a chance against... It's Man United. If you say Man U, I'm tamming you out. There's the new rule. There's a new rule you can all enjoy. Going into the preview then. Hope Chelsea win the next game. Chelsea-Norwich. Chelsea are without Billy Gilmour. He's expected to be out for up to 4 months due to a knee surgery. Conte wasn't... Monja. Did say. Chelsea-Norwich. Chelsea are without Billy Gilmour for 4 months due to a knee. He had a knee operation or knee surgery, I believe it was. Conte did not feature in the team on the weekend. You can Google it up. It's an offensive term back from the past. If you get it up, you get offensive. Well, I'm not repeating it. Then we move on to Newcastle-Tottenham. Oh, Newcastle are that team at the moment that throws a spanner in the work. Because Newcastle are a good team. Tottenham... Man United's penalty against Aston Villa shouldn't have been a penalty. Well, that's your opinion. I think there is contact on him, but there's also contact on the Aston Villa player. So you look at it either way. If VAR sees that as a clear and obvious error, then they will go and sort it. They don't see it's a clear and obvious error, so they not given. Well, if that's what VAR's saying, then that's what VAR's saying. But VAR, at that moment, at that time, said it's a penalty. Nothing can really change it. And I have to accept the fact of it's a penalty. Unfortunately, VAR makes a mistake, it stays. I'm not gonna act as if VAR doesn't make mistakes. I've seen mistakes go in United's favour. Like I said, that one's controversial. As I admit, that is a controversial one. We've seen penalties not go in United's favour and be given against us, which shouldn't have been. The Bailly one hits his shoulder. We've seen moments in other games where penalties are given that shouldn't have been, penalties not given. I think VAR is a power. To be honest, yes. I think the referees are too reliant on VAR. So the only reason United get so many penalties is because the referees don't give them and VAR has to overturn it for them. So it's mostly being VAR being shit and the referees being shit as well. Because I know people say, oh, you've got the most penalties in the league. Oh, VAR's on your side. Well, VAR's not on our side. I looked back. Well, there's an article, right? I read it on all the penalties United have been awarded this year. And only 2 of them shouldn't have been penalties. The one against Aston Villa and the one against Norwich where it was shoulder to shoulder on Dan James, which was a bit soft. There is contact, but it's a bit soft and they ruled it as not as a penalty. Did I see the penalty bill for Tottenham against Bournemouth? No, but I saw Grealish try to dive his way into getting a penalty against, what team did they play at the weekend? Crystal Palace. I saw that one. As I said before, of all the penalties we've had, only 2 of them shouldn't have been, apparently. One against Norwich, which was shoulder to shoulder. There is contact, so it's up to you how much contact you decide is enough for a penalty or not. And then the one against Aston Villa, which is, well, if you look at it in actual play, it doesn't look like Bruno stepped on him. On replays, yes, it shows Bruno might have stepped on his ankle. But if you're looking at it right exactly in actual play, so you're telling me in actual play, from a moment of full play, do you see him do that? Or do you see it as, oh, he's come from behind? There you go. That's all I can say on that one. When you have a slow motion replay, it's much more easier to tell. But right in that moment, right in that attack, right in the speed of the attack, it does not look like Bruno has stepped on him at all. It does not look like it. It looks as if he's come from behind. So we go with that one. And if I looked at it, we've got penalties given to us from VAR because the referees make the mistake in not giving it in the first place. Hence why VAR is there to give the penalties. But also VAR is also there to take away the wrong ones. But that's what it doesn't tend to do. It tends to only create controversy with ones that shouldn't be given. Well, as I said, we'll continue on. Moving on, Newcastle Tottenham. I reckon Tottenham have got this match, so they should win. Next up, Burnley Wolves. I think that's going to be a draw. With the way Nick Pope is playing, I feel like all they have to do really is get a goal, 2 goals, and try to defend. Well, I can't watch the start of it because technically that's copyright, so I can't. Got the Man City Bournemouth game. Man City have got that easily. That's an easy win for Man City, no question about it, which will put Bournemouth under the cosh in the relegation battle. Arsenal Liverpool. Now Arsenal versus Liverpool. Oh, I'm not gonna put the stream on pause just to watch it, because you put it on pause, people leave, so there's no point. Well, the Arsenal versus Liverpool one. I think that Liverpool will win against Arsenal, but Arsenal desperately need the points if they want any chance of European football. Having already been knocked out the Europa League, they cannot win the Europa League to get Champions League football. And with an FA Cup match against Man City, which I'll get on to later on, because I'm going about the matches in the weekend as well. So all the way up to Sunday, with the last match being United Chelsea. Get up to all of those games. And then we'll just talk about whatever stuff you want to bring up in the chat afterwards. So I feel like Liverpool will win it, but I feel like Arsenal will put up a fight, like a desperate fight for trying to get it. Everton, Aston Villa. And I think that will be a draw. Sheffield, Leicester. Leicester, terrible. Sheffield, decent. Sheffield, we're going to win. Southampton, Brighton. I'll say Southampton's got that pretty easily. Leicester also without Souček, may I add, so they're down one of their good defenders as well against Sheffield, who have one of the best English goalkeepers at the moment. Next up, we go to Crystal Palace, Man United. Crystal Palace have been up and down in form. I don't reckon they can win. I don't reckon they'll be able to get a point. So I'm going to say United's going to win. And I feel like that 2-2 draw with Southampton was only a blimp, only just an unlucky match, because we still played a very good game in that draw. And as I said before, if you say Man U, you get timed out. So see you later. Rules are rules. And as I said before, I've discussed how I felt, and I felt that's undeserved. As I said, United played really well. They dominated the game, and that draw came from a corner which we were already down to 10 men. At moments where we're down to 10 men, you're always going to struggle, especially when. And we'll go on to. So, Crystal Palace United said United will win. They will be without a left back, potentially. Because Shaw twisted his ankle, so Shaw probably will be out. Oh, I'm just tempted to just stream for the rest of the week. That's kind of the mood I'm in. West Ham, Watford. West Ham, Watford. Basically, the match which, going into the second to last match day, will determine which team's the most under the cosh. I reckon West Ham, Watford will be a draw. Not Manchester United. Oh, I'd love being able to go through something and just have all this. So West Ham, Watford, feel like that will be a 1-1 to 2-2 draw. I feel like neither team. Google it. It's offensive. Norwich City versus Burnley. Oh, Burnley are going to win. I don't think Norwich really care anymore. They're going to be trying to fight just to prove something. But I don't feel like even them fighting to prove something will get much accomplished. So we'll say Norwich City wins. Well, not wins. Burnley wins. Bournemouth, Southampton. Once again, I'll go with Southampton. I don't think Bournemouth can do it over Southampton. I think Southampton will be still in form. I feel like the match Bournemouth got was a lucky fluke. Well, if you've googled it and it's giving you the answers, then there you go. Leicester Tottenham. This match is a Sunday, so we'll talk about this match up to here. Well, actually, yeah, we'll talk about up to this match here, then we'll talk about the matches, obviously, in the FA Cup. So Tottenham versus Leicester City. I reckon Tottenham can get a result. It's either going to be a draw or a Tottenham win. I don't think Leicester's the same Leicester before the restart. Now I'm just looking at other matches. So yeah, all these. Well, I should go up to here because I'll do the Monday games as well because these games. No, actually, no. I won't go through the Monday games. I'll save all of them till the next one on the second channel. Meanwhile, I'm just going to look at all the matches for the last game of the season. They're all at 4 o'clock. So, basically, next week Sunday, when the matches are over, live stream of my reaction to the table will be interesting. Sancho transfer danger. Now, we'll go on to FA Cup. We'll just discuss the FA Cup real quick. So the FA Cup, Saturday it's Arsenal City, Sunday United Chelsea. Now, Arsenal versus Man City. Man City have been in top form, dangerous attacking side. However, this is Arsenal's tournament. The FA Cup has always been Arsenal's tournament, so we don't write Arsenal off too soon. They could get a lucky result out there. They could win, but I'ma say Man City are gonna win. And then United versus Chelsea. United's attack is miles better than Chelsea's attack. And United's defence is better than Chelsea's defence. So I reckon United's going to do the quadruple over Chelsea this year and set up a Manchester derby final. Star Striker's getting timed out for saying Man U, although Star, don't say Man U anymore. It's offensive. But then Man United versus Man City final. N'Golo Kante is injured. Okay, that confirmed. Chelsea start. Apparently, N'Golo Kante is going to be fit to play Man United. Well, that might make a little difference, but I don't think Kante playing much will make much of a difference. Who timed out me? Someone, aka me, for saying Man U when you're not allowed. You can say Man United, but you can't say Man U. Well, I said it'll be a Man United Man City final, and then a final between Man United and Man City. Could go either way. United won 3 games over Pep this year. Pep's won 1 game over Ollie this year. United done a double over City in the league as well. But if I think about it, the final's not going to be until a week maybe after. There'll be like 5 days to a week after the last match of the season probably. So realistically, and then after that they both have Europa League / Champions League football. So It'll be interesting to see. I say Man United have got the upper edge against Chelsea. If you compare Man United's attack force to Chelsea's attack force, United's attack force is better. Don't say Man U, it's offensive, for fuck's sake. Do anyone listen to the words? But, as I said before, oh, you're gonna quit it for Fortnite, probably, like most people do. Yeah, Fortnite shit. I can't be asked to watch it. As I said, I reckon it's a United City final. It's Man United. I'll search it up to see if it will come up. Hopefully it'll come up for you lot. See if it comes out. So you Google it. You can find it. You Google it. If you can look, you Google it, you'll find it. You'll find it. Whether or not it mentions the right reasons. It's fine. Enchanted. Probably still here. Well, star. So, there you go. I'm gonna just quickly check this game, see if anything else is on it. I'm not gonna open any of these stuff, because why not? I need to get more coins in that game anyway. Well, I've gone through the previews of and the reviews of the weekend matches and the matches coming up. Now we're gonna check individual club news to see if there's anything coming up about each club. Oh, Man United face losing 25 million or 75 million a year Adidas sponsorship deal. Yeah, I need a thumbnail for these kind of streams from now on, I do. We concede too many goals from set pieces. We concede too many goals from set pieces. Man United have a no impact. Anything interesting? There you go. Wait. Anthony Martial wanted by Inter Milan and Manchester United could be tempted to sell if offered players plus cash deal. No! Just no! You do not sell Anthony Martial. DA has not been the best goalie in the world last 9 to 10 years. He's shit when it comes to corners. So basically, we're what? We're gonna sell Martial for Skriniar plus money. No. No, don't know. If you want to buy Skriniar, just buy it with money. Do not put Martial there. You put Martial there, you're absolute mugs. Hello, Pacey Mitch. Someone signs for the Manchester United women team. GG. Anything else? Oh, there's slang for luck and loyalty. Ah. Here's interesting. Let's have a look at this one. Man United transfer news. Manchester United were denied. Obviously, it was unfortunate. We don't need to buy Van Dijk, but United probably could buy Van Dijk if they wanted to. See if we can find anything else to talk about. The government will allow fans to return to Premier League games from the beginning of next season, according to reports. Hey, fans back in stadiums. Interesting. I'm just seeing if there's anything transfer news on this. As you can see, here's Brandon Williams' injury. Hence why we went down to 10 men. See here, anything else on United transfer news, or am I gonna go search up other club? Phil Jones to Syria, apparently. Smalling permanently joining Roma looks set to happen. Chelsea want to sign Dean Henderson. Do not sell them Dean Henderson. Frank Lampard also eyeing Onana. Do you like Lionel Messi? Yeah, I like Lionel Messi. And finally, West Ham Declan Rice has become one of Manchester United's top summer targets. Signed Declan Rice, decent. Do I think... Well, I wouldn't say... Well, we wouldn't buy Laporte and we wouldn't buy Van Dijk. There's no way we would be able to get anything off of Man City and Liverpool. I wouldn't want Van Dijk anyway. Seeing United's attack ran ropes around Van Dijk before, I wouldn't want him. Let's see here if there's any news from the Premier League to talk about, otherwise I might end the stream here. They said it's only the first one of these. I'll do other ones and match game videos, which review ones I've watched, opinions on it, etc. They need a centre back. Well, I'm not going to lie. So Man City obviously are no longer banned but from the Champions League, but Premier League are still investigating, so Man City could still face point deductions. No, wouldn't get Varane. Licked, maybe. I said the defenders we're in for is Skriniar and Koulibaly. We have been in for. Right, so by the looks of it, Man City ban got overturned, but although Man City ban gets overturned, although they're still fined 10 million. Still guilty. If you're getting fined, that means you're still guilty. They get fined 10 million. It was 30 originally in a 2-year ban. Now it's only 10 million. And do we not realise in the Champions League group stages alone you can make probably 20 million, 10, 20 million. That's just from the group stages alone. So basically all you've taken away from it is, I don't know, a quarter of the competition from them. That's it. 10 million, that's loose change. Like, we're crying out loud. Disgrace. Bribed. Disgrace. We need to get a left back, but we haven't gone in for any. Raheem Sterling, 161 appearances, 65 goals, 30 assists. He's doing decent, but he could do better in some aspects. Chelsea won their last 4 Premier League matches at Stamford Bridge. Well, that could change maybe against Norwich. They're not going to lose to Norwich. As unfortunate it is, they're not going to lose to Norwich. Don't know. I don't know how much money we make through our sponsor deals. As I said, subscribe to this channel. That's what all the stuff going on from now on. Well, Man United have a lot of money. It's just their owners choose not to spend it. The way our owners work is like cost cutting. In order to buy one player, we have to sell another. The only reason we got Maguire is because we sold Lukaku. Otherwise, we wouldn't have got Maguire. The only reason we probably could afford Wan-Bissaka is probably because we got rid of Sanchez, so we had all the wage budget off of him for a few months. So the thing is, United have the money, they can spend the money, but their owners choose not to. Because the owners are money-grabbing whores. Well, we'll go and look at Chelsea news and Leicester news before we wrap up the stream. They said if you want to see more of these streams, go check out the second channel. Link is in the description. See if there's anything on Chelsea. Man United agrees Sancho fee. Well, it's about 85 million, I know that. Let's see if we're... Havertz could be joining... be joining Chelsea. However, he could also be joining United. Or Black Kepa swap. There's no way Atletico Madrid is going to be willing to swap Kepa for Oblak. See what this is? Link. Check the link. Decent kit for Barcelona. Too bad Messi won't be in it for much longer. Chelsea look trying to get Rice. Same with United. Werner and Ziyech are obviously at Chelsea training now. They can't play until the start of next season, luckily. Man United to beat competition to sign Ben Chilwell. Apparently we're going to sell Chilwell sign Chilwell as a left back. And to be honest with you, Chilwell, I wouldn't put him better than Luke Shaw. I'd put him better than Brandon Williams, but not Luke Shaw. Dean Henderson offer Conte free to leave. Conte could be leaving Chelsea. Luka Jovic transfer plotted to go around to be partnered to Werner. That'll be interesting. Jovic hasn't really done much. Chelsea ready to sell N'Golo Kante. Chelsea ready to sell N'Golo Kante. Abraham is at, well, Chelsea player till 2023 unless he's brought. As I said, Gilmour's out for the rest of the season with knee surgery. Inter could be signing Chelsea outcast Emerson for 90 million. So is there anything else on here? So Kante, at the moment, it looks like Kante is going to be joining Inter, potentially. We'll have a look at Leicester now. See if anything is said about Leicester before we end the stream. We'll claim European champion will join Leicester City for 22.5 mil. Who's this? William Carvalho could be joining. No chance in hell. They're the best team. If you're getting smashed up by United all the time, then you're nowhere near the best team. We're saying European champion will join Leicester City for 22.5 million. William Carvalho. I feel like that would be a decent signing for Leicester if he goes. But we'll see if there's any more. Newcastle's takeover any day now. If Newcastle get taken over, basically expect all the Premier League flops to be at their club. Like Coutinho will be probably one of the biggest ones. Well, not Premier League flops, but like flops in general. Like Coutinho will probably be the biggest one. So if there's any more interesting said here, otherwise I'll end the stream. Nothing said from Leicester. So, if you want to see more... Oh, if it shows up, it would be ideal. Live stream offline. So, if you want to see any more of these videos, go and subscribe to this channel, as that's where they're going to be from now on. The first one on that channel is going to be a reaction to the Chelsea-Norwich game. The first video of that will be on this channel later on today or tomorrow.